Allowing the awareness to come into the body. Coming into the breath. Maybe it feels nice to rest your eyes. Maybe bringing the shoulders up towards the ears and rolling them back down the back. Body doing some shoulder rolls here, inhaling up and in. Exhaling down and out. Beginning to initiate a wave. A wave of breath. Your body, your rhythm, your breath. Inhaling up and in, letting the shoulders roll up towards the ears. Exhaling down and out, letting the shoulders roll back. Letting the breath come down and out. Inhaling up and in, rolling the shoulders up. Exhaling down and out. Chest kind of extends out. Maybe the throat extends here. Really allowing your body to create its own organic movement. Inhaling up and in. As the shoulders round up, exhaling down and out as the shoulders come back. Maybe even if it feels okay, if it feels good in the body to exaggerate that movement, go ahead and allow your own breath exploration here. Allowing that breath to come up and in, down and out. And then coming to a place of stillness. Just noticing. Opening up that shoulder space, opening up that heart space. Feeling the sits bones rooted deep into the earth. Just coming into stillness here. See if you can notice the breath. Really becoming curious about it. It's having this internal awareness of the breath. Not judging it, just noticing it. Allowing the awareness to come into a slight pause at the top of the inhale before you come down to the exhale. Coming into the breath. Maybe it feels nice to feel like at the bottom of the exhale, right before you're about to breathe in. Maybe bringing the shoulders up towards the ears and rolling them back down the back. Body doing some shoulder rolls here, inhaling up and in, or fear. Exhaling down and out. Allowing the eyes to initiate a wave. You are safe. A wave of breath. Your body, elongating the spine, your breath. Rooting deep. Inhaling up and in, letting the shoulders roll up towards the ears. The top of the crown of the head to extend up towards the sky. Exhaling down and out, letting the shoulders roll back. A nice elongation. Letting the breath come down and out. Allowing the armpits down to the inhaling up and in, rolling the shoulders up. Nice and extended here. Exhaling down and out. Chest kind of extends through the out. Maybe the throat extends here. Really allowing your body exhaling to create its own organic movement. The back body. Inhaling up and down the back of the skull. Down as the shoulders round up, spine, down the exhaling spine, down and out lumbar spine, as the shoulders come back. Down the maybe hips. Even
if it feels okay, if it feels good in the
Noticing
body
that
to
pause
exaggerate
before
that
you
movement,
inhale, inhaling up and
go
in
ahead
through the
and
nose.
allow your
Noticing the
own breath
belly, the ribs, the
exploration
chest
here.
expanding 360 degrees. Slight pause at the top. As you
Allowing that
exhale,
breath
open
to
mouth, sigh.
come up and in, down and
Oh,
out.
letting go of the morning here. Letting go of the tasks
And then
at
coming to a
hand.
place of stillness.
Coming into this space. Coming into this
Just
body.
noticing.
Coming into your time.
Opening
for
up
you.
that shoulder space.
Inhaling
Opening up
up
that
and
heart
in through the
space.
nose.
Feeling
Belly,
the
ribs,
sits bones
chest,
rotated
rise
deep into the earth.
Exhale down the back of the skull.
Just coming into stillness
spine,
here.
down deep into the earth.
See if you can notice the breath.
Bringing the
Really
hands
becoming
to heart
curious
center and Anjali
about it.
Mudra and prayer pose. It's having this internal, taking a nice deep inhale, preparing for a tune in of Ong Namo, not judging it. Guru Dev Namo. 2-part breath. Inhaling together. Do you notice a slight pause at the top of the inhale before you come down to the exhale?
No.
What does it feel like at the bottom of the exhale?
Inhale through
Right
pursed
before
lips.
you're about to breathe in.
Guru
Do you notice any
Dev
tightness in the breath,
Namo.
or hesitation, or fear?
Inhaling. Om.
Allowing the eyes to gently close.
Namo.
You are safe in this space. Elongating the spine.
Inhale through pursed lips.
Rooting deep into the earth with the sits
Guru
bones.
Dev.
Allowing the top of the crown of the head to extend up towards the sky. Feeling nice elongation within the spine. Allowing the armpits down to the hips. Feel nice and extended here. Breathing up and in through the nose. Through pursed lips. Notice where the breath expands. Exhaling down and out the back body. Allow the breath to move down the back of the skull.
Inhale, suspend the breath.
The cervical spine, down the thoracic spine, down the lumbar spine.
Bring the gaze to the third eye.
Down the hips.
Gently exhale.
Noticing that pause before you inhale.
Inhaling
up and in through the nose.
Ad Gurade Name, Jwad Gurade Name, Sat Gurade Name, Sri Gurade Deve Name.
Slight pause at the top.
Ad Gurade Name, Jwad Gurade Name, Sat Gurade Name, Sri Gurade Deve Name.
Letting go of the morning here.
Ad Gurade Name, Jwad Gurade Name,
Sat
Sat Gurade Name, Sri Gurade Deve Name.
Coming into this body.
Inhale, suspend the breath.
Coming into your
If you're on the
time.
first few days of your moon cycle or pregnant, do
For
not do
you.
this long, deep breathing here. Engage the
Inhaling
rectum, the
up
sex
and in
organs, and the
through the
navel,
nose.
pulling all of that in as you suspend the
Belly,
breath, bringing the gaze to the
ribs,
third eye.
chest, rise.
Gently release the breath.
Exhale down the back of the skull.
2 more times, inhaling.
Down deep into the
Contracting
earth.
the rectum, the sex organs, and the navel. Holding the breath,
to heart center,
gaze to the third
Anjali
eye.
Mudra and prayer pose.
Gently exhale.
Taking a nice deep
Last
inhale,
time
preparing
here,
for a tune in
inhaling deep
of Ong Namo.
Suspending the breath.
Guru Dev
Bringing the rectum, the
Namo.
sex organ, and the navel in like a
2-part
zipper.
breath.
Bringing the gaze to the third eye. And relax. Exhale, bringing the hands down
towards the palms, facing up, down towards the knees, palm
Inhale
facing
through
up.
pursed lips.
And just notice
Guru Day.
what this feels like for you. This protection mantra, this tune in that brings us together.
Inhaling.
That creates a sacred space.
Calling
in our angels, our guides, our loved ones to help bring light.
Inhale through pursed
To help
lips.
protect us.
Guru
and to bring us together.
Day.
In love and light with harmony
Namo.
and peace. Beautiful.
Inhale.
All right.
All
right, we're going to do Ego Eradicator. So we did this last time. Hands going to bring our tips of our fingers in towards the palms here. Arms up at 60 degrees.
Pursed lips.
Right? Ego Eradicator. And we're going to be pulsing the navel. So inhaling and exhaling with a forceful exhale. So you can pull the navel in. It's a breath of fire. We're going to be here for about 60 seconds. So go ahead.
Bring the gaze to the third eye.
Start when you're feeling ready. Gently exhale.
Inhaling.
Really extending through the arms here. Pulsing the navel. Clearing and cleansing the energy all around you.
Odd Guruday Name, Jwad Guruday Name, Sat Guruday Name, Sri Guruday Deve Name. Inhale, suspend the breath. If you're on the first few days of your moon cycle or pregnant, do not do this. Long, deep breathing here. Engage the rectum, the sex organs, and the navel, pulling all of that in as you suspend the breath, bringing the gaze to the third eye. You can close your eyes or bring the gaze towards the tip of the nose. 2 more times, inhaling, contracting the rectum, the sex organs, and the navel. Holding the breath, gaze to the third eye. Nice deep breath in, connecting the thumbs. Gently fingers extend, lifting the arms, extending the energy from the base of the spine all the way up to the tips of the fingers. Bringing the rectum, the sex organ, the navel deep, suspend the breath. Zipper. And exhale forcefully. And bring the arms down through your energetic auric field, clearing the egg shape all the way around you. The palms facing bringing up, any erratic or discorded energy down. Just notice clearing that deep into the earth. Rooting the fingertips deep into Panchamama, this connecting here, mantra, breathing here. This tune in that brings us together. Feeling that deep cleanse, that deep clearing of your energetic space. Calling in our angels, our guides, our loved ones to help bring light, to help protect us. What this feels like, and to bring us together. In love and light. Noticing the subtleties, noticing the breath. Noticing the mental body, physical body. All right, we're going to do Ego Eradicator. So we did this last time. Hands going to bring our tips of our fingers in towards the palms here. Arms up at 60 degrees. Beautiful. Right? Ego Eradicator. And we're going to be pulsing the navel. So inhaling and exhaling with a forceful exhale. So you can pull the navel in. And bowing our breath of fire. We're going to be here for about 60 seconds. Really honoring this tender, go ahead, majestic space. And start when you're feeling ready. This deep space of wisdom, a vast ocean of compassion. Really extending through the arms here. Of the heart. Pulsing the navel, of the true teacher that resides in clearing and cleansing the energy all around you. I'd like to offer a statement of affirmation that maybe you would like to take with you. But we're going to honor ourselves today, honor our path, and honor the wisdom of our true heart, our true nature, which truly is joy. So as we're bowing to our hearts, inhaling deep, and with great love and respect, I honor my heart. You can close your eyes or bring the gaze towards the tip of the nose. There's something you can say with me or after me. And bringing this energy, this bob, this heartfelt, nice deep breath in, connecting the thumbs, into fingers extend, lifting the arms, extending the energy from the base of the spine all the way up to the tips of the fingers. Feels ready. Inhaling deep, suspend the breath down, and exhale forcefully. And bring the arms down through your energetic auric field, clearing the egg shape all the way around you. Week 2, yay, we're doing it. Erratic or discorded energy down. I can see clearing that deep into the earth. And you don't have to have your videos on, the fingertips deep into Punching Mama. Connecting here, breathing here. You don't want to, but I'm just feeling that deep cleanse, that deep clearing of your energetic space. Would like to open up the space and do a check-in. Beautiful. And see how everyone is doing since last week, since our first what this feels like, since that new moon in Capricorn. And I'd like to hear from the subtleties, if there is anything the breath that is new that's up for you, noticing the mental body that may have happened, physical body, or anything that you would just like to share. It's kind of what the space is. Noticing the space. So I'd like to open up around your heart, kind of see where you all are at right now in this space. Gonna bring our hands up to prayer. Taking a nice deep breath in. Anything new going on for you? Bowing our heads to our heart. If there's any intentions really honoring that you would like to set tender for our group, majestic space. If there's anything you would like to bring into the space of this the group, deep to hold as an space of wisdom, to, a vast ocean of compassion, a safe container that we are creating. Bowing today to the wisdom of the heart. And if nobody feels like the true teacher that's okay. That resides in each other and every one of us, prompts, but I'd like to just open up. I'd like to. This is your time. Offer a statement of affirmation. This is a special group. That anything goes maybe here. You would like to take There's with no you. Judgment. But we're going to honor ourselves today. Confidential space. So honor our path said here and honor the wisdom of our true heart, our true nature, is welcomed with the greatest which love truly is respect. Joy. I just want this to be so as we're bowing to our hearts that we can just inhaling deep. Say, I'm really struggling with something. Great love, having a and respect. Time with this, or I honor I'm needing some help with this my practice, or my true really anything teacher. Related to the practice that we learned. Was something last week, say, or even the new moon ritual that we did. If anything, this energy around those things, I'd love to hear about that. And if there's anything else that you want to share into our space today,
I'll just say that I did try the practice of the oil on my feet at night because sleep tends to be hit or miss with me. And
bring the hands down.
I mean, my feet are getting nice and soft. I can't say it helped me sleep much differently.
Okay.
But the one thing that I don't know, everyone is in a little bit different part of the country, but here, as you know, Jade, we had quite the winter storm. Not so much down in Valley, but 56 inches of snow at Monarch, and I got to ski some of that. And it was,
you don't have to have your videos on, but if
I wasn't going to go, and I went by myself, and it was. I'm glad I did. It was a wonderful experience.
But I'm just offering that up. if you'd like. Yay, that's a
Which
great
kind of broke up all the work I
would
was doing
like
this week. Much
to
needed self,
open up the
I don't know,
space
care.
and do a check-in.
Yes.
And
And
I
see
want to
how
feel like that was
everyone
part of one of your
is doing since last week.
one of your
Since our
12
first meeting, since that new moon in
intentions for the year
Capricorn.
of bringing in
And I'd like to
2024.
hear from you
Yeah.
if there is anything that
You're off
is
to a great
new
start.
that's up
And
for
that was a
you,
big
any
storm that we
shifts
got. So I'm so glad
may
that
have
you got out
happened,
there.
As
or
a
anything that you would just like
Californian
to
from El
share,
Paso,
kind of what
that's
the space
mind-blowing,
is
56
that you'd like
inches.
to open
I'm
up
like,
and
what?
kind of
My
see where you all are
some of my
at
family's in Alabama, they got
right
like
now
2 or 3 inches and the world
in the
shut down.
space.
You know about that. They buy all the bread and all the milk for whatever
If there's
reason.
anything new going on for you.
Yeah, it's like a sheet of ice out there. It's a little,
If there's any
little different.
intentions that you would like to set for our
yes.
group.
How are things
If
going
there's
with you,
anything you
Miss
would like to
Jessica?
bring into the space of the group
Any
to hold as an intention
Pretty
for us
good.
to
Stressing
to
about
hold
financial aid, but
in this
hopefully that'll get
container,
straightened
the
out
safe
like
container
today.
that we are creating today.
and
Other
if
than
nobody
that,
feels like
things
checking
going pretty
in,
good.
that's okay. I
Classes
have
and
some
stuff.
other practices and journal prompts, but
Oh.
I'd like to just open up and see.
Great. This
Mm.
is your time and your space.
Oh, I went to a
and
pain
this
doctor
is a special
yesterday, a
group.
new pain doctor.
Anything
I'm
goes
gonna be
here.
getting some
There's no judgment.
injections next week. So
This is
hopefully
a
that'll-
confidential space. So what is
Interesting.
said
Is it
here
cervical spine
stays
or
Yeah.
and
Okay.
is
I saw you
welcomed
coming
with
up
the
to
greatest
first,
love
that's why I
and
3 through
was
respect.
6. Yeah, I have
I
a
just want
pain
this
patch
to
on
be
right
a
now.
time and space
Okay.
that we can just
So yeah, I'm gonna try that
say,
out.
I'm
and
really
see.
struggling
My
with
dad used to
something,
get those.
or I'm having a rough time with
They do it with
this,
an
or I'm
X-ray, so
needing some
they
help
they
with
can't
this
miss
practice, or
anything. So,
really anything
Yes, we don't want any
related to the
missing.
practice that we learned
yeah, it's
last week.
very bad
Well, that's
spot.
great.
Or
That's,
even
that's some good
the
progress
new
there. Getting some pain
ritual
care
that we
management. I
did.
know
If
that
anything
is
that's
a really
specific
big
around
deal.
those things, I'd love to hear about that.
Are 100%.
And if there's anything that makes everything else really hard, and the emotional
It's been so
I'll
bad.
just
I
say
was
that
just like,
I did try the
needle in
practice
my
of
neck.
the oil on my feet at
cut me
night
open
because
at this
sleep tends
point.
to be hit or miss with me.
Yeah.
And
I don't want to go that far, but
I mean, my feet
I'll
are
try
getting
to-
nice and soft. I can't
Well,
say it
it's just
helps me
like
sleep much
steroid
differently.
type
Okay.
stuff. So hopefully we'll see how
But
that goes.
the
Yes,
one thing
keep us
that
in
I don't
touch.
know,
Tell us,
everyone
keep
is
us
in a little bit different part of the country, but
Miss
here,
Mary,
as
are
you know,
you
Jade, we
anything
had
to report
quite
from
the
last week or
winter
want to
storm,
share
not
with
so much
us?
down in Valley, but 56 inches of snow at Monarch, and I got to ski some of that, and it was
I can't hear
I
you.
wasn't
You
gonna
might be
go. I
muted.
went by myself, and it was
You are
I'm glad I
muted.
did. It was a wonderful experience. So
Yay, that's a
which
great
kind of
way
broke
to
up
begin.
all the work I was
Oh,
doing this week.
nope.
Much needed.
Okay, Mary, if you want to
self,
share,
I
just
don't know,
pop on
care.
and let us know.
yes.
And I want to feel like that was
Hello.
part of one of your
There you are.
Okay,
one
thank
of
you.
your 12
I was going to say that I'd had those shots
Intentions for
before
the year of
in
bringing
my
in
lower back,
2024.
and I
Yeah.
was afraid that they would hurt
You're off to a
terribly.
great start.
But I found
And
that
that was a big storm that we
I
got.
could do
So
it.
I'm so
It
glad that you
wasn't
got out
nearly
there.
as bad as
As
I
a
thought.
Californian from
And
El
afterwards,
Paso,
I got
that's
some relief.
mind-blowing,
So I hope
56
that happens with
inches.
you,
I'm like,
with your
what?
shots in the neck.
I've had one. I had some of my family's in Alabama. They got like 2 or 3 inches, and the world shut down. It is really scary. I think you know about that. They buy all the bread and all the milk, but yeah, hopefully that'll give me some relief.
Yeah, it's like a
Sure,
sheet of
I'm
ice
feeling
out
glad
there. It's
that
a
makes
little,
me
it's a little
happy to hear
different.
that it helped you.
It did, and I'll be anxious to hear about it
How
next
are
week.
things going with
I'm
you,
having
Miss
neck problems
Jessica?
too, so
Any
Yeah, it's well, actually it'll be after stressing about financial aid, but hopefully that'll get straightened out like today.
good luck.
And they're
I
also
would-
going to get them targeted. My muscles are really, really tight. My shoulders and stuff. Some targeted lidocaine the next week.
Yeah.
Great.
Well, I have some more movement.
Oh, I went to a pain
for
doctor
us
yesterday,
today,
a
if
new
that
pain
is gonna
doctor.
feel good
I'm going to
for
be getting some
anybody. And I just
injections
want to
next
preface
week.
this
so
movement
hopefully
with,
that'll-
if it doesn't feel good for your body, Trust your body,
I really want you to have awareness and discernment. So
Yeah.
if I'm asking you to do
I
something,
saw you coming up
like
first,
bringing your
so that's
hands
why I
3
was
through
up.
6.
and
Yeah, I
interlacing
have
the
a
fingers
pain patch on
above
right
your
now.
head.
Okay.
If that is
Um,
not okay for you, if
yeah,
you're
I'm
like
gonna try
absolutely
that out
not,
and
my neck does
see.
not work
My
like
dad used to
that,
get
you can
those.
have your hands like this. You can have your hands in
They
cactus.
do it with an
I just
X-ray,
want you to
so
feel the
they can't
movement, the
miss or
upward movement.
anything, so.
Okay.
Yes, we don't want
If
to be
I might be
missing.
having you doing the same thing,
Yeah,
interlacing your
very
hands behind
bad
your
That's
stuff.
back,
great.
and kind
That's
of
some
coming
good
forward
progress
here.
there.
If that
Getting
doesn't feel
some
good
pain
for
care
you in your
management, I know
shoulders,
that is
again,
that's a really
just
big deal. We're not
reaching your
feeling
arms back and
our
having
100%
that
and
kind
we're
of
in pain. That
motion.
makes
So I just want you to
everything else
feel
really
into the
hard
motion of what we're
and
doing.
the
That makes
emotional
sense.
And it's been
Does
so
that sound
bad. I
okay
was
to
just like,
everybody? Okay,
stick
so
a
we're gonna
needle
come
in
up
my
to our
neck. Go
feet
ahead,
to
sure.
stand.
Cut me open at this point.
Yoga mat.
I don't want to go that far, but I'll try to.
Thanks
It's
for
just
sharing
like
that.
steroid type stuff. So hopefully
See
we'll see how that
me?
goes.
Yes, keep us in touch. Tell us, keep us that. Miss Mary, are you
Okay.
anything to report from last week or
We're
want
come
to
to
share with
stand
us?
on our mat and really be feeling into our feet. So
I
maybe
can't
taking a
hear
look
you.
at
You
our
might be muted.
feet, seeing if they're hip width
You are
apart.
muted.
Lifting the toes up, gently placing them back down.
Share.
Lifting the heels
Oh.
up.
Nope. Okay, Mary, if you want to share, just
Gently
pop on
placing
and
them
let us
back
know.
down. And kind of do that a couple
Hello.
more times.
Oh, there you
Can-
are.
And just start noticing your
Okay,
breath.
thank you.
So
I was going to
inhale,
say
come
that
up
I'd
to the
had those shots
tiptoes.
before in my lower
Exhale,
back,
heels down.
and I was afraid that they
Inhale,
would
lift the
hurt
toes up to the
terribly,
sky.
but I found that I could do
Exhale,
it. It
set the
wasn't
toes gently
nearly
back
as
down on
bad
the
as I
ground.
thought, and afterwards I got some
Inhale,
relief, so I
heels
hope
up.
that happens with you, with your shots in
Nice
the
and
neck.
slow with
I've
your
had
breath.
one. I've had a
Exhale,
spinal
bringing them back
injection when I
down.
had my children
Find your
before,
rhythm.
so it
Find
is.
your
It's really
breath
scary. I
in
think I
your body.
whimpered
So lifting the
a little
toes
bit when I
up
got
on
one,
an
but
inhale.
yeah, hopefully that'll give me some
Setting
relief.
back down.
For sure, I'm glad
Inhale,
that
lift the
makes me
heels up.
happy to hear that that it helped you.
Exhale,
It
set them
did,
back
and
down.
I'll be anxious to hear about it next week.
Feel
I'm
the
having neck
feet.
problems too, so
Grounding them deep into the
Yeah, it's
earth.
well, actually, it'll be after our class next week, but I'll
Begin
let
to
you guys
notice
know
the
next
energetic
week.
connection between the earth
good luck.
and the
And they're
path.
also going to do some targeted. My muscles are really, really
Imagining energy
tight. My
coming
shoulders
up
and my neck.
through
Some
the
targeted
soles of your
lidocaines the
feet,
next week.
up through the bones in your legs,
Well, I
So
have
we'll
some,
see.
I
up
have
through the
some more
hips, up through the
movement
spine,
for us
through the
today,
crown.
if that is gonna feel good for anybody.
Inhale,
And I just
lift
want to
the
preface
arms
this movement
all
with,
the way up
if
overhead.
it doesn't feel good for your body,
Nice.
trust your
Inhale.
body.
Take
I
your
really want you
time
to
here.
have
Let this be
awareness and
fluid, like
discernment.
your
So
arms
if I'm
are
asking
moving
you to do
through
something,
water.
like bringing your
Let
hands
the
up
fingertips
and
touch.
interlacing the fingers above your head.
Exhale,
If that
palms
is
face
not
away from
okay
each
for you,
other.
if you're like
And
absolutely
like you're
not, my
pushing
neck does
through
not work like
water,
that,
you're
you can have your
swimming.
hands like this.
Like we
You can
did
have your hands
earlier,
in
clearing that
cactus.
energetic
I just
field,
want you to feel
allowing
the
that
movement,
exhale,
the upward movement.
allowing the
Okay.
arms
If
to
I
come
might be having
all
you
the way
doing the
down
same
to your
thing,
side.
interlacing your hands behind your back
So
and
your
kind of coming
rhythm and
forward
your
here.
breath.
If that doesn't feel good for you
Inhaling
in your
up.
shoulders, again, just reaching your arms back and having that kind of motion. So I just want you to feel into the motion of what we're doing.
Suspend the
If that
breath.
makes sense. Does that sound okay to
Exhale, palms
everybody?
face out.
Okay, so we're gonna come up to our
Push
feet
that
to
energy
stand.
away from you.
Move over
Clearing
to
the
my yoga
energetic
mat.
field around you.
Sorry. That's
See me.
One more time
Around
like that.
here.
Inhaling
Alright.
up and in. Feeling the belly,
Okay.
the ribs, the chest
Gonna
rise.
come to
Arms
stand on
lifting,
our
fingertips
mats
touching,
and really be feeling
pausing at
into
the
our
top.
feet.
Exhale, palms
So maybe
face
taking a
away
look at our
from each
feet,
other.
seeing if they're hip width
Pushing the energy
apart.
down towards the earth
Lifting the toes up,
and away from you.
gently placing them back down. Lifting the heels
We're
up.
gonna combine those two movements that we just
Gently
did.
placing them back down.
Inhale, heels
Kind of do
lift,
that a couple more
arms rise.
times and just start noticing your breath.
Fingertips inhale, come up to the tiptoes. Exhale, heels down, arms down. Inhale, lift the toes up to the sky. Exhale, set the toes gently back down on the ground. Inhale, lifting up, heels up, arms touch. Arms lift, fingertips touch. And slow with your breath. Exhale, bringing them back down. Find your rhythm. Find your breath and slow in your body. Seeing if the breath can be toes up on an inhale, softer, setting them back down. Inhale, lift the heels up, just feeling the rhythm of your body. Exhale, set them back down. Inhale, come to stillness. Feel the feet. Grounding them deep into the earth. Safe for you here to shut the eyes and just feel into the body. Begin to notice the energetic connection between the earth and the pads of your breath. Imagine energy coming up through the soles of your feet, up through the bones of your legs, hands in a triangle shape, up through the hips, up through the spine, right through the crown, where the navel point is. Inhale, lifting the arms all the way up overhead. Nice. Inhale. Bend the knees slightly. Take your time here. Let this be fluid, like your arms. So you can allow that energy from the earth to still flow. Let the fingertips touch. Exhale, palms face away from each other. And bring the awareness. And like you're pushing through water, you're swimming. Just like we did earlier, clearing that energetic field, allowing that exhale, allowing the breath, allowing the arms spaces to come all the way down to your side. That it often doesn't. So your rhythm and your breath, inhaling up, bringing breath into this space around this first fingertips touch, suspend the breath. Exhale, palms face out. Push that energy into the hip basin from you. Sending the breath to the front of the hips. Exhaling, the breath rolls down the back body, knees slightly bent and in. Feeling the lightness, the brightness in the chest as you inhale up, arms lifting, fingertips touching, breathing into the sides of the hips. Exhale, palms face away from each other, pushing the energy down towards exhaling down and out, and keeping that bend in the knees. Inhaling, imagining the breath going to the back of the sacrum, the back of the hips. Heels lift, arms rise. Exhaling deeply. Fingertips touch. And then slowly with those bent knees, heels part down, the feet just a little bit further. And bring some circular motion into the hips here. Nice, gentle inhale, lifting your body, up, heels your up, breath, arms touch, your dance. Arms lift, fingertips creating touch. Some movement here in the hips. If you want to get really extravagant with it, exhale, and get your whole body into it, we can do that. Seeing if the breath can be really longer, small circles, softer, feels good smoother. Here. Just getting into all of those spaces, noticing how the weight shifts in your feet as you make these circles. Come to stillness. And with your breath, feeling into the feet. Inhaling forward. Feels safe for you here. Exhaling, rounding back. Feel into the body. Inhaling forward. Exhaling, rounding back. Notice the breath. Really creating this movement, this space, unlocking the Shakti energy, this Kundalini energy. Said to be a snake quill at the base of the spine to awaken creativity, vitality, where the creativity is, inertia, fingertips facing opening down. Up this space. Bend the knees slightly. Bending the knees. So you can allow coming that energy to reverse now, reverse the direction that you were in. Start slow and then increase and bring the awareness to the breath. The speed. as you feel called to
Being
in your
curious
body.
about it.
Breathing, inhaling, going forward.
Allowing the breath to
Exhaling,
explore
coming back.
spaces in the body.
Maybe the eyes are still
that it
closed
often
here.
Doesn't get an
Hands are still
opportunity
in
to
this
visit.
Trikti Mudra, which is the sign of the Trinity.
Bringing
This
breath
creative
into this
womb space,
around
breathing into this space.
second and third chakras. Beautiful.
And coming to stillness
Breathing
here.
deeply into the hip basin.
And then just bring a little bounce.
Sending the breath
And let the
to
arms kind
front
of start
of
bouncing.
the hips.
Kind of bouncing. Maybe more bouncing. Maybe you want to
Exhaling, the breath goes down the back
and shake
body,
your
knees slightly
arms.
bent.
Really getting that energy out of us,
Feeling
letting
a
that last year
lightness and
go,
brightness in the
letting the
inhale
week
as you inhale
go,
up and
letting all
in.
the stuff go that we can't fix right
Breathing into the
now, and
sides
just
of
being
the
right
hips.
here, shaking it all
The left
off.
side and the right side.
Woo! And then coming down back to our
Exhaling
feet
down
again.
and out. Keeping that bend in the
Whew,
knees.
feeling that, feeling that, feeling that.
Inhaling,
Notice the
imagine
breath.
the breath going to the
Maybe got a
back of
little
the sacrum,
blood
the
flowing
back
there.
of the hips.
We're going to do something called the Yogi March. It's going to get our breath moving, body flowing here. So we're going to take our fingers into Gyan Mudra. Gyan Mudra is where the finger and the thumb come like this.
And bring
so it's
some
like this.
circular motion into the hips here.
Classic Yogi Mudra. And the fingers are not like
Nice,
apart. They're like tight together.
gentle.
Yogi Mudra.
Your body.
We're going to do
your
a Yogi
breath,
March.
Your dance.
Okay.
It's
Let's get our breath
creating some
moving.
movement here in
So
the hips.
take your time. If you need to
If
pause,
you
you
wanna
can
get
pause.
really
But we are just going to
extravagant
start
with it
moving some energy
and get
here
your
because it's
whole
the new
body
year
into it,
and we
you
are
can do
shifting
that.
energy in our body.
If really
And that's how we're going to do
small
this together. So it's a
circles,
Yogi March.
feels
So our
good
hands are going to be
here.
up, straight up in the
Just
air in
getting
Gyan
into
Mudra.
all of those
And we're going to lift one knee at a
spaces,
time.
noticing how the weight shifts in your feet as you make these circles.
And when we're breathing in,
and with your breath, inhaling
and we're breathing
forward,
out kind of forcefully as the knee comes up.
exhaling, rounding back. Inhaling forward.
So keep going with
exhaling,
that.
rounding back.
Going to be here for about
Really
a minute or
creating this
two.
movement, this space, unlocking this Shakti energy, this Kundalini energy. Said to be a snake coiled at the base of the spine to awaken creativity, vitality, inertia, opening up this space, bending the knees, coming to reverse now, reverse the direction that you were in. Start slow and then increase.
Building some heat in the body,
Speed
cleansing things
as
out.
you feel called to in your body. Breathing, inhaling, going forward,
Opening up
exhaling,
some
coming
fluid
back.
in the joints here.
Maybe the eyes are still closed here. Hands are still in this Trikti Mudra, which is the sign of the Trinity. This creative
come
womb
to
space.
stillness.
Breathing
Bring your arms
into
down.
this space.
Take a nice deep breath in.
Beautiful.
And wiggle it
Coming
out.
to stillness here.
And
then
we're
just
going to
bring a
come
little
back down
bounce.
to a seat
And let the arms kind of
here.
start bouncing. Kind of bouncing, maybe more bouncing, maybe you want to jump
and shake your arms. I'm really getting that energy
That
out
was
of us,
funny
letting
when
that
I
last
was
year
marching. My
go,
rabbit
letting
is
the
them
week
in there jumping.
go, letting all the stuff go that we
Because he
can't
thought I
fix
was
right
jumping.
now,
It's so
and
funny.
just being
He's
right
doing it.
here,
You hear it?
shaking it all
Well, I
off.
can't responded too.
Woo, and then coming down back to our feet
All
again.
right, so I got some breath moving, some blood
Whew,
flowing.
Feeling that,
which
feeling that, feeling that.
Is the end? It's the
Notice the breath. Maybe got a little blood flowing
the
there.
antidote. That's what I'm looking
We're
for.
gonna do something called the Yogi
It
March.
really is the antidote to
Gonna get our breath moving,
anxiety,
body
depression,
flowing here.
and
So we're gonna take our fingers
everything
into
that's kind of
Gyan
like
Mudra.
Gyan
Pulling us
Mudra
inward.
is where the finger and the
These
thumb
little
come
small
like
simple
this.
practices
So it's like this.
can create a big
Classic
shift
Yogi Mudra. And
as
the
we get
fingers
the
are not
heart
like
pumping
apart.
and
They're
things
like tight
flowing
together.
and clearing things
Yogi
out.
Mudra.
these little small.
We're gonna do a
simple
yogi
practices,
march.
if we can do them consistently.
It's gonna get our breath
every
moving.
day,
So
even for just
take your
a couple
time. If
minutes
you need
a
to
day,
pause, you can pause.
can
But
really
we are just gonna start moving
create
some energy here
that
because it's a
mental
new
shift,
year and we
that
are
shift that we're
shifting
kind of all
energy in
looking
our
for.
body. And that's
The
how we're
shift
gonna
that
do
can
this
bring in
together.
light
So it's
to
a
the dark
yogi march.
spaces,
So our hands are
to
gonna be
help us
up,
clear it
straight up
out,
in the
to
air
bring
in
that
Gyan
mental
Mudra.
clarity
And we're
in,
gonna lift one knee at
to
a
help
time.
us have more calm within our day.
And when we're breathing in,
So I really am glad to share some of these
and we're breathing
practices
out
with you. I'm
kind of
hoping
forcefully
that
as the
you're
knee
feeling
comes up.
this nice juiciness and really opening up the
So
joint
keep going
spaces.
with that.
So what I'm
Gonna
going
be
to be
here for about a
focusing on
minute
over
or
the next several
two.
weeks is doing more of like similar things. I want to give you all these little layers, all these little pieces that we can do, that you can do on your own, or you can turn the video on, that's going to help us move things. So that's a very sort of young practice that we just did. But I wanted to infiltrate all of those beautiful breathing awareness practices, breath awareness. Whenever we have moments in our day when things are not going as we planned, and we can bring that awareness
some
to,
heat in the
my
body,
breath is
cleansing
tight.
things out.
Just that awareness can initiate a response of change.
Opening
or
up
I
some
can
fluid in the
deepen my
joints
breath.
here.
So that is my hope, that these practices can help bring in some of those internal shifts that can really be the key ingredient
And
to
come to
having
stillness.
our goals met.
Bring the arms
throughout this
down.
3
Take a
months
nice
together.
deep breath in.
So
And wiggle it out.
I would like to offer you all a little
And we're gonna
extended
come back down to
Shavasana
a
today,
seat
if that
here.
is what's up for everybody. Now we just did some movement, and that's feeling hopefully really good and got the blood flowing. And now I'm going to ask you all to maybe find a cozy spot on your mat.
That
Maybe
was funny when
just
I
grab
was
a
marching.
blanket.
My rabbit is
If you want to
in there
get an eye
something.
pillow, if you want
Because he thought I was
to get a
thumping.
bolster underneath your
It's so funny.
knees,
It's so
I really
funny.
want this to
You
be
hear it?
comfortable.
My cat responded too.
If you want to get some essential
All right,
oils,
so I got some
and take a
breath
nice deep
moving,
breath
some blood
there,
flowing.
to which get
Is
the
the
limbic
end- it's
system and the olfactory system there,
antidote.
Whatever you need
That's
to
what I'm
do.
looking for.
Just really want you to
It really is the
find
antidote
a
to
comfortable
anxiety and depression
corpse
and
pose.
everything that's kind of
Like
like
nothing's
pulling us
around you
inward.
that you can kick.
These little small simple
I really just want you to
practices
have this feeling of
can
spaciousness
create
all around
a
you.
big shift as we get the
Gotta
heart
start
pumping
this
and
out,
things flowing
you
and
have the
clearing
space
things
to.
out. These little simple practices, if we can do them consistently every day, even for just a couple minutes a day, can really create that mental shift, that shift that we're kind of all looking for. The shift that can bring in light to the dark spaces, to help us clear it out, to bring that mental clarity in, to help us have more calm within our day. So I really am glad to share some of these practices with you. I'm hoping that you're feeling this nice juiciness and really opening up the joint spaces.
Everybody gets to
So what
their
I'm going to be focusing on over the
spaces.
next several weeks is doing more of like
similar
similar things. I want to give you all these little
of your
layers,
body.
all these little pieces that we can do, that you
Just
can do on your
notice the
own, or you can turn
density,
the video
the muscle
on.
mass.
That's going to help us
move things. Become
So
aware.
that's a
of
very
your
sort of
body
young
in
practice
space
that
and
we
time.
just did. But I wanted to infiltrate all of those beautiful
aware
breathing
of
awareness practices, breath
ground
awareness.
beneath you.
Whenever we have moments in our day when
Notice if
things
it's
are not
cool,
going as we planned, and we
it's
can
warm.
bring that awareness to, oh, my breath is tight.
Just
That
allowing
awareness
your awareness
can
to be
initiate a response
on the
of
weight
change
of your
or
body.
I can deepen my breath. So that is my hope, that these practices can help bring in
Imagining
some of
your
those
body
internal
so heavy that it
shifts
becomes
that can really be the key ingredient to push into having the ground goals met throughout this 3 months together. So
Notice your breath.
I would like to offer you all a little extended Shavasana today, if that is what's up for everybody. Now we just did some movement,
Become aware
and
of
that's
the
feeling hopefully really
safety
good and got the
and
blood
security
flowing.
of the space
And now I'm
around
going
you.
to ask you all to maybe find a cozy spot on your mat. Maybe just to grab a
Allow the
blanket,
muscles
if you want to
to
get an eye
feel
pillow,
relaxed,
if you want to get a bolster underneath your
pulling
knees.
away from
I
the
really want this to
bones.
be comfortable.
Allowing the breath
If you want to get some
to
essential oils
become
and
a
take a
wave.
nice deep breath there to
Allow the breath to come
get the
up and
limbic
in through the
system
nose.
and the olfactory
Notice the
system
quality
there,
of the
whatever you
air
need
in
to
the
do.
nostrils.
Just really want you to find
Exhale
comfortable
down and out. Open
corpse
mouth,
pose.
sigh.
Make sure nothing's around
Allow the
you that you
vibration
can
in the
kick.
back of the throat.
Really just want you to have
to
this feeling of
activate
spaciousness all
the
around
nervous
you.
system into
Kind
regulation.
of starfish out if you have the space to.
Regulating the breath. Regulating the nervous system. Inhaling up and in through the nose. Feeling the body expand in 360 degrees with beautiful, oxygenated, bright white light. Exhaling, allowing any density, any thoughts, any ruminations to go back into the earth.
As everybody gets
Giving
to
it
their
to
beautiful
Panchamama.
spaces,
Giving her
I
what
want you to just
no
begin
longer
noticing the
need
weight
to carry
of your body at this time.
Allow
notice
the
the
exhale to
density,
be
the muscle mass,
a surrender,
an allowance.
become aware of your
and an
body
acceptance.
in space and time. Inhaling,
Become aware
fresh
of
new hope,
the ground beneath you.
expansion.
Notice if
Possibility.
it's cool,
It's
warm,
exhaling the worries, the
and
fears,
just allowing your awareness to be
things
on
you
the
cannot
weight
control.
of your body.
Allowing the body and the breath,
Imagining your body
to
so heavy that
become
it becomes
a wave of breath.
dense enough to push into the ground.
Maybe
beneath
notice
you.
the breath beginning to breathe the body. Notice your breath. Inhaling up and in through the nose. Exhale, soften the face. Allow the yolks
Become aware of the
eyes
safety and security of
back
the
into the
space
sockets.
around you.
Allow the cheeks to be soft. Allow the muscles
Unhinge
to
the jaw.
feel relaxed. Parting the teeth, pulling away from the bones. Allow the tongue to be soft and sit back into the root. Allowing the breath to
Notice the breath.
become a wave. Allow the breath to come up and in through
Become
the
aware
nose.
of the sound of your breath.
Notice the quality of the air in the nostrils. Exhale down and out. Open mouth, sigh. Become aware of the
Allow the
breath
vibration in the back of the
throat to activate the nervous system into regulation. Regulating the breath. Bring your awareness now
Regulating the nervous system
to the tips of your toes. Inhaling,
begin scanning
and
from the
in
tips
through the nose of your toes. Feeling the
all
body
the way up
expand
to the crown
in
of your head.
360 degrees with beautiful,
Just noticing,
oxygenated, bright white
observing
light
Witnessing.
Exhaling, allowing
Your
any
body.
density with your breath. Any thoughts,
Becoming
any
aware of
ruminations
places
that may be holding tension to go. Bring your awareness
back
now
into
to
the
a place that has
giving
pain,
it to Panchamama.
has sensation, giving her what
And
you,
with the breath,
no longer need to carry
explore
at this time.
the space.
Allow
Having
the
the
exhale
courage
to be
to bring the
a
breath
surrender to a place of pain,
an
allowance, and an acceptance.
If it feels safe,
to breathe into this space,
inhaling
and allow
fresh
the
new
breath to
hope,
explore areas,
around the
expansion,
sensation that you
possibility.
often don't feel.
Exhaling the worries,
Let that be available for you.
the fears,
If that is not available for
things
you,
you cannot control.
find a place of non-pain,
Allowing the
breathe
body
in and
and the
explore
breath
around.
to become
If you're
a
breathing
wave of breath.
into sensation, into a place with pain,
Maybe you notice the
the
breath
quality of
beginning
your
to
breath.
breathe the body.
Is it tight?
Inhaling up
Is
and in
it
through the
smooth?
nose. Exhale,
Is
soften the
there
face.
space here?
Allow the
allow the
yolks
breath
of
to
the
be
eyes
a little longer,
to set back into the sockets.
just a little bit.
Allow the cheeks to be
Maybe the
soft.
quality of the breath could be a little softer,
Unhinge
and a little smoother.
the jaw.
Breathing,
Parting the teeth.
washing the area
Allow
with
the
your breath
tongue to be
around a
soft and
place
sit back into
of
the
pain
root.
or great sensation.
Notice the breath.
Allowing the breath to be a friend, to
Become aware
gently
of the sound of your breath.
wash over this area. See if you can allow the breath to be a little longer.
Become aware of the breath, breathing
A little
the body.
softer, a little smoother.
Sending
Loving,
awareness now
compassionate
to the tips of your toes.
non-judgmental, and begin scanning
Vibrations
from the tips
of your toes
and loving waves
all the way
to
up
this place
to the crown of your
with your
head.
breath. Just noticing, observing, witnessing,
Slowly bringing your awareness
your body
with your breath to
your
becoming
navel,
aware of places that may be holding
shifting
tension.
the focus
From a place of pain
Bring
and
your awareness
exploration
now
to a place
that has pain,
to
a
has
place
sensation
of
ease.
and with the breath, explore
Breathing into the
space.
center of the navel.
Having the courage,
Imagining the
to bring the breath
and the belly button
to a place of pain.
as you inhale.
If it feels safe, imagine the
breathe
belly
into
button
this
lifting,
space and allow the breath to
expanding.
explore
and
areas
as you
exhale
around the sensation
imagining
that
it
you often don't
softening,
feel,
contracting,
going inwards towards the spine. Let that be available for you. Like a little balloon.
If that is
right
not
underneath the
available
belly
for
button
you as you inhale,
find a place of non-pain to breathe.
and as you
in
exhale,
and
its
explore
balloon
around.
deflates.
And you feel a slight contraction pulling
If
inward
you're
down towards the
breathing
spine. Into sensation, into a place with pain. Notice the quality of your breath. Is it tight?
Inhale.
Is it
We're going to take
smooth?
our hands and lift them all the way
Is
up
there
over the head.
space here to allow the
Nice
breath
and
to
slow with the
be
breath.
a little
Nice
longer?
elongation here.
Just a little bit. Breathing from the tips of your fingertips,
Maybe
all
the
the way
quality of
down
the
to the
breath
tips
could
of
be
your
a little
toes.
softer.
Exhale, bring
smoother.
the right arm back down to the
Breathing,
side,
washing
of
the
hips.
area with your breath around a place of pain
Inhaling,
or great sensation.
exhaling, bringing the left arm down to the side, of the
Allowing
hips.
the breath to be a friend,
To gently
wash
inhale, bring the
over
feet in towards the buttocks,
area.
heels down, feet flat.
See if you
Preparing
can allow the
for
breath to be
a
little
slight
longer,
bridge pose.
a little softer.
Feet are rooted into the earth. The hands
A
are
little
next to the
smoother.
hips. On an inhale, bring the energy into the feet, lifting the hips up towards the sky.
non-judgmental,
On an inhale, lifting the hips.
and
On an
loving waves
exhale, extending
to
back
this
down.
place with your breath.
So just a bridge pose with the breath. Inhaling,
Slowly bringing your awareness
exhaling, bringing the hips back down
to
to the earth.
your navel. Shifting the focus
Inhale, lift the hips
from a
up.
place of pain and exploration
Exhale back down to the earth.
to a place of ease.
One more time, inhaling, lifting the hips up to the sky.
Breathing into the center of the navel.
Exhale, vertebrae
Imagining the
by
breath
vertebrae, slowly
belly
letting the
button.
spine come down. Hips
As you
connecting to
inhale,
the earth.
imagine the belly
Inhale, bring the
button
knees
lifting,
in for a nice hug.
expanding.
Breathing deeply
As
into
you
the belly.
exhale,
Exhaling
it
and begin just a
softening,
gentle rock side to
contracting,
side.
going
Massaging the
inwards towards the spine.
kidneys. Massaging the sides of the
Like a little
spine.
balloon right underneath the belly button as you inhale.
Bring the hands behind the thighs and slowly rock and roll.
And as you exhale,
3 or 4 times, coming up to a seated position.
And you feel a slight contraction pulling inward down towards the spine.
Coming up to seat.
We're going to take our hands and lift them all the way up over the
We're
head.
going to tune out today with the long time sun.
Nice and slow with the breath.
And have a new version of it.
Here. Breathing from the tips of your
I'm going to play it with you.
All the way down
I'm going
to
to sing.
the tips of your toes.
And if you'd like to sing,
exhale, bring the right
that would be
arm
fantastic.
back down to the side of the hips. Inhaling.
Sing this one to yourself.
Exhaling, bringing
Sing this one to your friends and your family around you. Protect you and guide your way on.
Guide your way on.
Inhale, bring the feet in towards the buttocks.
Guide your way
Heels
on.
down, feet flat. Preparing for a slight bridge pose. Feet are rooted into the earth. The hands are next to the hips. On an inhale, bring the energy into the feet, lifting the hips up towards the sky. On an inhale, lifting the hips. On an exhale, extending back down. So just a bridge pose with the breath. Inhaling. Exhaling, bringing the hips back down to the earth. Inhale, lift the hips up.
Within you.
Exhale back down to the earth. One more time, inhaling, lifting the hips up to the sky. Exhale, vertebrae by vertebrae, slowly letting the spine come down, connecting to the earth. Inhale, bring the knees in for a nice hug. Breathing deeply into the belly. Exhaling and begin just a gentle rock side to side. Massaging the kidneys. Massaging the sides of the spine.
Satnam, everyone.
Bring the hands
truth is
behind
my
the thighs
vibration.
and slowly rock and
Satnam.
roll.
Thank you all so
3 or
much
4
for
times,
week 2.
coming up to a seated position.
Coming together, doing this practice, showing up for yourselves, showing up for one another. It is truly an honor to be with you, to share this space with you, and to share
Coming up to
these
seat.
practices with each and every one of you. Thank you so much. I know we
We're
went
going
over a
to
little
tune
bit.
out
I'll stay
today
on
with a
for little bit
longtime
longer if anyone
son.
has any questions.
I'll
I'll
be
be
have a
sending
new
a video
version
out.
of it.
I also have 2 upcoming workshops coming up on
So I'm gonna
Monday.
play it with
This is a-
you.
if you're into
I'm
astrology
gonna sing.
and you like
And
want to know about
if
your
you'd like
natal
to
chart,
sing,
don't know what that is, I want to know about your sun, your
that
moon,
would be
and your rising.
fantastic.
This is a cool intro class. So I've got that, and then I also have a full moon to full moon prana vinyasa lunar flow class that we're going to be
Sing
doing.
this one to
I'll link
yourself.
both of those in there.
Sing
if
this
that's
one
of
to your
interest
friends
to
and your
you.
family around you.
And I'll also be
Protect you
sending
and
a
guide your
video
way on.
of Shavasana practice. So, but we did similar today. I'll be doing another one of those, a guided one that's a shorty, in case this really spoke to you and it felt good for you. So thank you so much. Thank you so much for being here. Thank you so much. Thank you. Thank you.
Thanks for guide your way on. Massage fun. Guide your way on.
I'll see
Are
you
we
next
doing another group on Friday or Wednesday?
I'm sorry, say that again.
Is there there's the next Wednesday? Next Wednesday?
Yes, our group next Wednesday, every Wednesday.
Okay.
Yep.
Just checking when we're doing an extra one this week.
Yeah.
Okay.
No, I think I'm going to email out and send the date for the next group meeting. I want to make sure everyone can make it.
Yeah.
I think that's kind of important for us.
Okay. Yeah, I just don't want to miss anything.
Yeah, I'll make sure that you
Check in.
thank you so much for being here. Thank you. Thank you.
And thank you, Mary, for the info about the shots. That makes me feel better. I'm kind of excited for needles in my back. That's crazy, but
I really
I
hope
just
that
want
goes
people
well.
to do
Lessons
more. I
learned.
want,
Keep us updated. I'm going to create that Winter Wings Facebook group here. So keep your eye out for that to join it. And that way everyone
the
can.
astrology thing too.
Yeah, I'll link that in so you guys can have access to that. For sure.
All right.
Okay.
Okay.
Love you lots. Bye.
Bye. Okay, my hands.
Satnam, everyone. The truth is my vibration. Satnam. Thank you all so much for week 2. Coming together, doing this practice, showing up for yourselves, showing up for one another. It is truly an honor to be with you, to share this space with you, and to share these practices with each and every one of you. Thank you so much. I know we went over a little bit. I'll stay on for a little bit longer if anyone has any questions. I'll be sending video out. I also have 2 upcoming workshops coming up on Monday. This is if you're into astrology and you want to know about your natal chart and don't know what that is, I want to know about your sun, your moon, and your rising. This is a cool intro class. So I've got that. And then I also have a full moon to full moon prana vinyasa lunar flow class that we're going to be doing. I'll link both of those in there if that's of interest to you.
And I'll also be sending a video of Shavasana practice. So what we did similar today, I'll be doing another one of those, a guided one that's a shorty, in case this really spoke to you and it felt good for you. So thank you so much, everyone. Thank you so much for being here. Can I answer any
Thank you,
questions?
Jade.
Thank you so much. Thank you. Thank you.
Thanks, Bernie. That's so much fun. See you
Yay.
next-
I'll see
Are
you
we
next
doing
week.
another group on Friday or Wednesday?
I'm sorry, say that again.
Is there, there's the next group's Wednesday, next Wednesday?
Yes, our group
Okay.
next Wednesday, every Wednesday.
Okay.
Yep.
I was just checking when we're doing an extra one this week.
Yeah.
Okay.
No, I think I'm going to email out and send the date for the next group meeting. I want to make sure everyone can make it.
Yeah.
I think that's kind of important for us to.
Okay. Yeah, I just don't want to miss anything.
Yes, I'll make sure that you
Double
guys.
check me.
Thank you so much for being here. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you.
And thank you, Mary, for the info about the shots. That makes me feel better. I'm kind of excited for needles in my back. That's crazy, but
I really
I
hope
just
that
want
goes
people
well.
to do
Keep us
more. I
informed.
want,
Keep us updated. I'm going to create that Winter Wings Facebook group here. So keep your eye out for that to join it. And that way everyone
that
can
and
even
astrology thing
people.
too.
Yeah, I'll link that in so you guys can have access to that. For sure.
All right.
Okay.
See you guys later.
Love you lots. Bye.
Bye. Okay, man.